And she'll say, okay, well, we've been moving it for like 850. We've got some offers in for 1200, 1300. If you want me to go and put an offer in to beat those, and you'll be next in line in case they want to go ahead and move it. And if I want to move that load, I say, yeah, go ahead and put me an offer in for 1100. And she'll put the offer in, and we usually pause for about, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds, just, small talk, and see if they accept the offer or if they counter right off the bat. Usually they do counter right off the bat, and they say, well, see if you move it for 1,000.
What up, YouTube? Chasing Mr. Hamilton is the name. Trucking is the game. Wallet to get swole is the goal. The heart of a lion, mentality of a hyena. We're back to the second part of the video, YouTube. See, over here, man, makes sense, breaking it down for us and telling us how to negotiate off the boards. So remember, once again, this is for my owner, operator, lease operators, or people who just trying to go ahead, step in the water and start getting loads off the boards because maybe you got your own things, you're your own boss, you're trying to get that bread and cheddar, Gucci brand and sweater. This right here is for you, man. So once again, you all already know. Let's get down to it. I'm going to stop wasting your time, YouTube. Like and subscribe. Let's get down to it.
And I say, no, 1100 is my bottom. And she'll tell them, no, he said he ain't moving it for no less than 1100. And they usually say, okay, let's play, or let's hold off. But either way, without this little vital tool right here, I don't know what that lane rate average is going for. And that's where a lot of owner-operators fail in this line of business, is they go into it blind and they don't know where their bargaining leverage is coming from. With this, I have this bargaining leverage right here. The lane rate average for the last 15 days has been $952. Now keep in mind, that's an average. So that's going to fluctuate from, say, $775 to $1150, and they're going to meet in the middle and say the middle is $952. But the way I like to do my operation is I like to bid above average, because I know average. Let's say it like this: if a lane rate average is $1,000, that tells me the low end $750, the high end's $1,250, the medium is $1,000. So I'm going to shoot for $1,300, $1,350. And if they counter me back at $1,250, guess what? I'm on the high end of the average. That's just my little take on it. Now, if I'm cruising out through here and I'm looking at some loads and I'm like, oh, Gardner, let's see, Jacksonville to Piedmont, South Carolina, I can click on it, click this little tab over here. The 15-day average on that's been $11.42. So if I call them, this right here, that's my leverage. That tells me what the load's been moving for. So that's what I'm going to go into negotiation with. All right, let's shoot down here to JB Hunt to Brundridge, Alabama. Cool. That load's been moving for $660 for 307 miles. So it's a little over $2 a mile. It's not really what I look for. These Landstars. Shit, let's see. I tell you guys what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for a load. Let's redo this. I'm looking for a load from Savannah. Let's just say Pooler, Georgia. And let's say Chattanooga. Chattanooga, Tennessee. And let's put the deadhead, say, shit, I messed it up. Chattanooga. Man, what am I doing wrong here? Come on now. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Let's see if we can type in 50. Oh, here we go. So 50 miles, Chattanooga. Moving tomorrow. Let's see. We've got one Savannah to Dalton and one Savannah to Ringgold. I run a lot of XPO stuff, so let's click on this XPO. The 15-day average is 900. So that tells me that load's been moving for anywhere from $750 to $1,200, on the high end. well, here's the range. Some of them's got it, some of them don't. The range is 794 to 1048. So if I want to call about that load, I'm going to call and say, you know, I want this load for $1,100 and let them counter me down to $1,000, and then I can run that load right there, you know, feeling like a champ for $1,000 at 355 miles. But then again, without this tool, you need all the tools in the toolboxes you can get your hands on. Without this tool right here, it tells you the 15-day average, then you're going into the negotiating table without any leverage. You don't know where you're shooting for. You can say, oh, I want 250 a mile. All right, that loads 350 miles. You can say, all right, I want 250 a mile. That's what, $900? Well, what if your operating cost is, if you could run everything for $2 a mile, and you go to the table and say, I want $2 a mile on 350 miles. So, and they say, and they jump all over it and they give it to you for $700. Guess what? You're cutting yourself short, because that load normally goes for $900. And when you do that, let's say 100 people moves that load for $700. Guess what you're doing? And there's only 150 loads available a week. You're dragging that 15-day average down to $700, whereas it has been doing $900. So you're not only shooting yourself in the leg, you're crippling the rate for everybody else around. If the load moves for $700 a day average, not only you need to know that, but everybody needs to know that, because, like I said, if there's 120 a week, 120 loads per week on the same lane, Savannah to Ringo, Georgia, and there's 120, and if 100 people is pulling it for $700, and only 20 people are pulling it for $900, guess what? The next week, that load's going to be, people's going to be lucky to get it for $800. And if it keeps up at that same ratio, the week 2, week 3, week 4, and so on, that load's going to keep on dwindling down to 600, 650, 700. So, like I said, if you don't have this, I'm not saying you're planning for failure, but you're not planning and playing the game to win. You need every tool in the toolbox that you can get your hands on. And by far, for me, this has been the most vital and the most used and the most well paid for tool that I have in my toolbox, is the Trucker's Edge dashboard, where it shows me the average lane rate for the last 15 days. Or you can get the $50 version and it shows you the average lane rate for the last 30 days. Either way, it still shows you what that lane's been moving for. So when you call these brokers up to negotiate, you got level ground to play on. You know what I'm saying? You're not going in not knowing what you're negotiating for. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna get back to my movie. I just want to put that out there, make a short little clip to give you guys something to ponder on and think about. And yeah, let's all step our game up and drive these rates up, far and away. See you guys.